Good morning, everyone. What's going on? I'm Andrew. I don't want to work anymore, and we're trading the Nasdaq. How's everybody doing today? Give me a what's up in the chat. Also, is my music too loud? I've been messing around with my OBS yesterday. We got 5 minutes until the market opens. Got some levels put out here. We had a nice run up yesterday. I was bearish, but turned out to be a pretty bullish day, and the strategy worked out pretty good, and we did not get a retrace like I wanted to this 50%, and so I think I lost a couple trades looking for a reversal, but I gave up pretty quickly. So anyway, once we get a couple people in the chat saying hello, I'll talk about a new strategy by popular request. Everyone's looking for a prop firm strategy, and I haven't traded for a prop firm yet, so I figured this would be a fun one to figure out. But today, I think I'm still gonna trade my strategy, and I am looking for a move up. Oh man, well, we got relatively equal lows here in London. We got equal highs here above London. Our new day opening gap, our closing price yesterday was 21,488, so lots of liquidity up top. This big fair value gap as well. Let's see what that looks like on the 5 minute. Yeah, also very large, and I'm sure the 15 looks just the same. So lots of targets up here to move into on the upside before going lower. Are we going to keep pushing higher? I don't know. Maybe we can check in the chat. I'm just gonna check here. And no news today, so no big deal. Okay. Still got 2 minutes here before the opening bell. And we just swept these equal lows down here. And we're very close to sweeping London lows. Might be a bullish open, kind of like yesterday. About 35 seconds to go until the market opens. And we're just gonna trade the first presented fair value gap. Ten seconds to go. Get ready to mark our opening price. Which is right there. I'm gonna make that one pink. off to the races. I'd really like to see us come down below London first. Don't trade the first. If there's a gap on the 930 candle, we don't touch that one. Hope everybody's doing great today. We had we're just getting back from a long weekend here in Canada. Yesterday was a holiday. It's a little bit hard to get up to trade yesterday, but we're back on the same routine. Got to the gym, caffeinated, I'm all pumped up, and I'm ready to trade. So I like here on the 15 minute, 7:15, we swept this high and started lower. So we took out the London high, now coming down for London low. We'll see what happens from there. No action today for the first couple minutes here. Just real slow. Oh man. I had my stream set to I had my stream set to what's it called, private, because I was messing around with my OBS yesterday, and I guess I didn't. I was here for so long. I even had this like pre-stream thing. Check this out. Yeah, anyway. That's what happens when you mess around. Too much time on my hands. So anyway, thanks for sticking around. There we go. We got Raghav in the house. Okay, man, here's the first presented fair value gap. We'll get ready to go on this one, and then we'll talk about the new strategy. Even though this is going to turn around quick, I think. I just got my finger on the sell button here. Okay, I'm in on my first short. Stop loss goes up here by 5 points. So that makes it 38. Bullish today. Okay. All right. We got our short on. Let's talk about the strategy, the new one, the scalping strategy for prop firms. This is what I came up with, and there's a prime example right here. Let's use this fair value gap right here. So we got this one. 1, 2, 3. So the way this one works is you enter at the top of candle 3. So the opening price of candle 3. That's how that works. And so that would be a short. You would get on here. And just like the other strategy, you would put your stop loss right at the top. So that's 12. Looking for a 1-to-1. Kind of like that. And it would have happened on the first candle. Yeah, limit order would be the best way. And there's our sweep. If you got time to do the limit order, for sure. So you would almost have to have like a limit order open and dragging it around to the top or the opening price of candle 3. And then I've been kind of playing around with maybe the stop loss being at the bottom, the top, the high or low of candle 1. So then you can actually target something like a 1 to 1.5 or even better. So that's kind of what I came up with. I found it to be pretty good. Yeah, in the morning session for sure it works. In the afternoon session, obviously, like the wins are a lot smaller because the volatility is a lot smaller. But in the morning you can get some pretty good setups. In the lunch hour it could really beat you up. So before 11 a.m. Would be best. And I think it would have even worked. Would it have worked here? Yeah, this 1-to-1 would have worked right on our entry here this morning. So if we put a short right there, stop loss goes there. Did we get a 1-to-1? Yes, we did. So that's how that works. Oh, the other rule, it doesn't have to be the first presented fair value gap. It just has to be, oh yeah, the most important rule is the following candle has to be the one that comes up to the opening price of number 3. Or sorry, it has to be the following candle. So candle number 4 must trade up to the opening price of candle 3. That's it. Other than that, it's not as accurate. So here's another fair value gap to go short based on the rule. I'm pretty hesitant to do that since we're chopping sideways here. And on the 1 minute time frame, so we could try it here. So now you gotta take the instant orders off and go for a sell limit right there, stop loss up there, take profit is there. Rejected. The limit price distance must be greater than 0. I think I just, so yeah, I missed it. That's how fast that happened. But I guess I can trade settings, instant orders. Okay. So it's a sell there. Stop loss goes here. Take profit. $27. Something like that. I'm gonna remove this. It's making everything pretty annoying. So I was testing fair value gaps after 9:30, but I don't see why you couldn't use any throughout London. But you know, I didn't try any in London, but let's have a look. Where did I see it? So there's one right here. This one would have been a loss because we've been looking for a long. Right? So we would have lost right away on that one. Actually, yeah, we would probably lose on that one. We would have lost there. You would win here. You would lose there. You can't act there. This is a winner right here. This is a winner right here. Maybe not. Let's see here. So we would have entered like there, there, 1-to-1. Yeah, that's a winner there. This one would have lost based on the stop. This one would have lost. That's a winner right there. There's nothing to act on in here. This would have been a loser. This one would have been good. Well, it wouldn't have got up there. It wouldn't have filled you. But we're really close to winning right now on the 1-to-1. However many trades you want. So there we go. So there's a win on the 1-to-1. Yeah, it really depends on, you know, how many contracts you want to put on. I've also, like, it's pretty new in my head, so I'm thinking, like, what happens if you put, like, say 2 contracts on, and then at the 1-to-1 you close one out, move it to break even, and then you're still able to keep trading and basically got a runner on to keep going, right? Like here we could have kept on going and making money on that one. So more equal lows here at the 15-minute. Are we going to keep on going lower this morning, or do we reverse here? Think about putting a short on, continue on into this fair value gap here on the 15-minute. But yeah, it depends on how many points you want in a day. You know, if I got 40 points, 50 points, yeah, which I think you can do in 2 trades, especially during the morning session here. That's a pretty good day, I think. Let's see here. History. Filled. How much should it say? Take profit. Where does it tell you how much money you made on a trade? So I went short. I'm gonna try it again. Another 1-to-1 right here. 50 bucks. Yeah, ideally I'd like to put the stop right here. Or, sorry, actually I've seen either the top of candle 2, whether it's the open or the high. So there's still room to play around, but the next candle has to come up to the opening price of candle 3. And then you have a pretty good shot of, the win rate seems to be high. I didn't like put it into, yeah, I didn't make a spreadsheet on it and track but it seemed to be around 70 to 80%. The setups don't come that often though. Right? Like look at all these gaps, but you just don't have the retracement. You get one here finally. And that would have been a winner, but it would have taken a little bit longer to get. So you gotta wait for the setups a little bit longer, but look at this. I'm gonna get 2 of them in a row here. I'm getting pretty close. And then, you know, you can play with the stop, bringing it down to the top of candle number 2, reducing your risk. So this is now like a 1 point. Well, let's find out. Let's put the short on there. You know, if I got in here anyway. That's a 1.9. Candle 4 has to be the one that retraces, and that's it. Or you don't take the trade. So I lost there. And honestly, looking back here, we got relatively equal lows taking that trade when we're so close to sweeping that, coming into a fair value gap and most likely turning around. You know, should have known better, but for an example, there it was. And if you're bullish for the day, we could look for a sweep above here, a retest, and I might not even wait. I think I'm just gonna go. We had this inversion here. Stop loss here. So I'm long now. Probably make a whole video on it, but you know, once I do some more back testing on it and figure out exactly where you want your stop loss for the most accuracy, but you know, basically that's it in a nutshell. Just trying to find other examples of it. Right, this one doesn't make the cut. This has to come down. This one here totally opens right there. But that would be... Actually, those are the best ones. If you have a red candle, because you know it's going to open there. This one doesn't work because it's got to be the next candle. You could do the second one after that, but the risk goes up for it not working out. This one's good. This one's good. What time is this? 7:08 in the morning. So after London? Yeah, post London. It seems like there's a lot of good setups here after the London session. There's pretty good even price action where you can get in on the 1-to-1. Yeah, like no problem. I just saw probably 10 of them in this post-London leg. There's lots through here on Tuesday, May 20, if you want to look. You know, does this one work again? No. We're extended now. That's at the top. Yeah, so as soon as you start getting close to sweeping any sort of liquidity, probably not a good idea. You'd have to almost count your points to see how long before you hit it. So you got to be within a range where you've turned around and now hunting out liquidity on the other end. But I think I'm gonna end the stream here. I think this is gonna take a little while before retracing or getting up anywhere I want to be, like, you know, probably up here. I'm gonna move my TP up here. And that'll be good for my day. So thanks for coming out. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. We'll see if this survives. And yeah, you guys have a good day. Early close today? Well, no, this is typically the time I want to be closing out. I just don't want to wait for this trade to pan out, since we're retracing so deeply into my move. But yeah, it's 7 o'clock my time. I gotta get ready for work. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Thanks for coming out. Have a good day. Backtest that strategy and tell me what you think. Put on a spreadsheet. So, okay, peace out.